Welcome to today's episode, and today's episode is the beginning of Kizito's karma and everyone associated with the evil Kizito has been doing. They are all receiving their karma woto in a very painful way. In today's episode, I'll be sharing with you guys everything that happened. Guys, today's episode is not the one you want to miss for anything because a lot happened. It is getting more interesting and more hot for Kizito and the mother. But before then, I want to remind you that the only thing you can do for us to keep bringing out more episodes is to like our videos, subscribe to our channel, drop a comment. My friends, let's dive in because it's getting hot and Kizito is in pain. His pain is up. So guys, today's episode started with, we all was thinking, who sent those men after Bologi? Is it Angel? Is it Flora? Some people said in the comment section it was Flora. Let me shock you people. The person that sent those men were Jeff. Yes, Angel's brother. So Jeff met with those guys, telling them that the person that they attacked is the wrong person. But those guys were like, you did not give us the picture, you only told us the car. And Jeff was like, I didn't know that any other person would be using the car. But Jeff, on the other hand, was like, anyway, I'm not even sad, I'm not angry that Bologi deserve what he got because he's a bad person. He's always the one advising Kizito to keep doing wrong, so he deserves it. And those guys were like, do you want us to hit the real person immediately? And Jeff said no, because he will be expecting an attack, so that it will be nice for them to lie low for some times, and after that, they can go ahead and give it to him. And those guys reminded Jeff that anyone that wants to bring you and your family down, attack you, should first of all go through them, that if anything comes up, he should let them know that they are here for him to give Kizito and the mother woto. And that was the end of the conversation with Jeff and those guys. So it was Jeff that sent those guys. Kizito is lucky. Anyway, it's good that Bologi collected that woto. He deserves even more than that. He deserves it. If you know that he deserves it, if you liked what Bologi, collected, leave it in the comment section. Well deserved, Bologi. We are not sorry for you. So after that, Kizito was still in his living room and started to get worried. Why? Bologi was taking time, why he's not here at the moment, and immediately his phone rang. He picked the call, and there was a call from, I think, the hospital telling him, are you Kizito, the friend of Bologi? And he said yes. He said, please come to hospital, that Bologi has been rushed to the hospital. And Kizito screamed. As he screamed, his mother ran to the living room, asking him what happened, and he explained to the mother that Bologi has been rushed to the hospital and he has been attacked. And the mother said, who did that? Kizito said, I don't know. I will get to know everything when I go to the hospital. And Kizito left for the hospital, and the mother stood there wondering who did this, because evil people, they are always suspecting. They are not innocent now. What they dish out is what they will always collect. So after that, George went to meet with Flora, which is also Kizito's ex-wife. And when George knocked at the door, Flora opened the door, asking him, who are you? What are you doing here? And George immediately introduced himself to Flora, telling Flora straight up, I am Angel's ex-boyfriend. I was told you are Kizito's ex-wife, and that is the reason why I'm here to see you. At first, Flora was not really comfortable, but he allowed him inside. And when George came inside and sat down, he started asking Flora questions, towards his relationship with Kizito. And Flora was like, I do not have any relationship with Kizito. And he said, yes, I was told you are his ex-wife. And Flora said, yes, I was married to him. That is the only thing that I know about Kizito. And George was like, I am just here for us to help Angel, and I need you to open up, because for us to succeed in this fight, you need to open up and let me know everything that happened in your marriage with Kizito. And Flora got emotional, telling him that this is a part that she doesn't want to talk about, because this is a marriage that took her son. And George was like, what took your son? How do you mean? Do you mean that Kizito killed your son? And Flora opened up and said to him, yes, Kizito killed my son. In fact, Kizito threw my son from the balcony upstairs to downstairs. How wicked is Kizito? That is why when being around Kizito, everybody, you need to be very careful. Imagine a father that can throw his own son from upstairs to downstairs. What can he not do? Anybody, he sees anybody as an animal. And George was so speechless. Like, how do you mean? What will make a father do this to the son? And Flora told George that Kizito started seeing the son as a competition, and Kizito doesn't like to see anybody as a competition. He always wants to be in charge. He always wants to be control of everything. That when he started seeing the son as a competition, that was when he did what he did. And George was like, but why did you stop the case? Why didn't you go further to press charges? Flora reminded him that if you did your investigation very well, you will know everything that happened. That at that time I was broke. I had no money. I had no contact. But Kizito and the mother had money. They had contact. And they were after her life, so she chose to go and build herself instead of surrendering her life in a platter of gold to Kizito and the mother. That now that she's well prepared, well built, she can chook her fingers in Kizito's eye and Kizito will do nothing. So that was everything that happened. After that, Kizito arrived at the hospital to meet his friend who collected woto because of his evil doing and his advice. And when he got there, he asked Bolaji, who did this to you? What happened to you? And Bolaji was like, I think the people that did this to me mistaked me for you, because, everything that happened shows that. And Kizito was like, now I think I know the people behind this attack. And he sympathized with Bolaji and told Bolaji that he's going to, fight those people that did this to him, this and that. He's not going to allow them to go scot-free, this and that. And Bolaji was like, please be careful, be careful. You see how Kizito was willing to fight for his evil friend because somebody attacked him. But this is a person that fights that buy the son, that took the son. In fact, Kizito, your karma needs to be very hot because you are so evil and mean. And after, speaking with Bolaji, Kizito left. And guess where Kizito was going? Kizito went straight to Mama's house, Angel's mother's house, to attack Jeff. Somebody that that will beat you like a baby. Like, will beat you like small baby. You have the audacity to go and attack him. So on knocking at the door, Jeff opened the door. No. Kizito just barged in and Jeff came out and he was shouting, Jeff. And they started fighting. Guys, you need to see how Jeff beat Kizito like a baby. At first, he tried throwing a punch at Jeff, and Jeff said, bring it on. He couldn't. He was trying to fight. Kizito was running. A weak man that only knows how to do evil. And as Jeff was beating him, he was on the floor giving it to him. Mama came out shouting, my son, stop beating my son. And when Mama was shouting, stop beating my son, I was like, Mama, your son is the one dealing with Kizito. Allow him to deal with him very well. Please, Mama, don't interfere. And while Mama was still shouting, our beautiful Oma came downstairs because she heard the noise, and when she saw them fighting, the trauma of everything that happened to her came back. She started screaming, and that was when Kizito ran out of the house, and Mama and Jeff ran after Oma. Getting inside the room, Oma was already with knife or trying to protect herself. She didn't want Mama or Jeff to come around her because of the fights she saw. It reminded her everything that happened to her, and they were begging her, trying to calm her down. Jeff was like, Oma, this is Mama, this is me, your brother. Look at me. I'm not here to fight you. I'm here to protect you. And Oma was like, if you come around me, I'm going to use this on you. Oh God, look at what Kizito did to our precious Oma. But one thing I know for sure is that Oma is coming back. And as Mama started crying, telling her, Oma, this is your mother, this is your mother, Oma just, got tired, and I think she fainted. She passed out, and Jeff and Mama, started shouting and rushed Oma to the hospital. Why at the hospital, Mama was so angry. Mama was so angry, and Mama told Jeff that if anything happened to Oma, I will personally bring Kizito down. And Jeff was like, Mama, I tried bringing him down. It was something happened. There was a mistake. And Mama said, Mama asked him what happened. And Jeff explained to him that this trap he set for him, someone else got into it. And Mama was like, Jeff, I do not care what happened. At this point, we need to be very corny, because Kizito is corny. We need to be very corny in dealing with Kizito. I want us to deal with, like, Mama was ready to bring Kizito down. Mama has had it up. Like, she is tired and she's ready to bring Kizito. And Mama told Jeff, why haven't you called George? Call George and tell him everything that is happening. In fact, I need to speak with Angel, but the problem is that Angel is out of reach. Angel doesn't have a phone. Jeff told Mama that calling Angel will make Angel tense. And Mama said, I do not care who is tense and who is not tense. Everybody needs to be tense at this moment. Everybody, nobody is expected not to be tense. Like, Mama was tired. Call everybody. Let them know what is happening, because we need to move immediately. We need to end Kizito, stop Kizito's madness. And Jeff told Mama that, yes, Angel doesn't take call, but she can receive message. And immediately Mama said, send her a message immediately. Tell her what has happened immediately, because I have had enough. See, Kizito, your end is here, because everybody, even the people that was crying, peace, 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 they are all tired of you. So guys, after that, back to Flora and George. They were done with Flora telling George everything, and George left. But while George was leaving, George forgot his wallet. And it was God that made George to forget his wallet in Flora's house. Because you know what happened? Kizito is going to pay Flora a dangerous visit. And you know that Flora is strong, but Flora is a woman, and she cannot withstand Kizito. She cannot. But God made it that Kizito is, George forgot his wallet, so he is going back there. So immediately they pressed the bell. Flora was like, who is that? Did he forget anything? And as she looked down, she saw George's wallet, and she thought, oh, he forgot the wallet. And she immediately picked up the wallet to go at the door and give it to him, only for her to open the door, and it was Kizito. Guys, that was the end of today's episode. I know that Kizito is going to try to buy and end Flora, but he's not going to succeed, because what's his name? George is on his way. And if Kizito is not careful, the next episode will be the end of Kizito, because if he tries to do anything, he will go down. It is time for Kizito and the mother to pay. Imagine how Kizito took the life of his son in a very painful way, throwing an innocent boy of 2 years down from upstairs to downstairs. Kizito will pay for what he did to his son, for Flora, and for Oma, and for Angel. Kizito, your end is now. Guys, as we wait for next episode, because it's going to be hot, like, subscribe. Let's have conversation in the comment section what you expect from the next episode. I will see you guys in the next one. For now, bye. Don't forget to subscribe.